Wow! You have so many monsters under your control!
What's with all this smoke?
A strong cage filled with mind-controlled monsters. And to think all of this is supported by the strength of the Soul Jam. I can see why the historical texts all describe the Golden Cheese Kingdom as extremely powerful. This is impressive.
Impressive? This is the very glory of the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
What should we do with our prisoners? Smoked Cheese Cookie, as the superintendent of this area, what do you think?
To be quite frank with you, I have been pondering the idea of capturing even more monsters and use this force to our benefit. If need be, we may even let these monsters loose at the border of our kingdom to combat any intruders. Like this group of outsiders, for example.
Is that so? I doubt we'll need to go to such lengths, but I would be your divine queen. I couldn't understand your worries and anxieties. Very well. Let us expand the cage. Will this satisfy you?
My queen, I must also mention that due to the size of the cage, we could only maintain a small number of monsters of lower error rate. Now that the capacity of the cages has grown, however, we have the luxury of capturing every single one of them and replacing them with finer specimens later, if needed.
Another hasty decision? What has made you come to such a conclusion?
To be frank, Your Majesty, seeing a cage so huge, I simply feel impatient to fill it up.
So you are pleased, I see. Well, do as you desire. Perhaps I should have done this for you much sooner.
It is an honor that you entrust this task to me, Your Radiance. I will do my absolute best as the superintendent of the cages. It is my duty to ensure a radiant future for our glorious kingdom.
So are we all done here? Is it time for us to convince you yet?
Surely not. In such an expansive kingdom, there must be tons of stuff to fix. More errors await. Where to next? I'd love for it to be somewhere culturally significant.
Is that so? Are you so eager to explore and admire this glorious kingdom of mine? Let me see. There's still the High Priest Cheese and Bird's House of Prayer and Burnt Cheese Cookie's Great Gates. Ah, yes. Let us make our way to the House of Prayer via the avenue beloved by the kingdom's denizens.
Your Majesty, would you go ahead without us? I'd like to discuss a few potential additions to our systems with Smoked Cheese Cookie before we move on.
Is there anything to discuss? Oh, very well. Let's hear it.
Are you saying you don't want me to have a look at those cages?
Smoked Cheese Cookie. Pick your battles. You know Mozzarella Cookie's nature. I don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve, Mozzarella Cookie, but I expect you both to behave and join us with haste.
Of course, Your Radiance. We'll reunite in a minute.
Onward! Here I come!
Time for some
Lightning strike!
No point in hiding.
Onward! Here I come! Lightning strike!
All that has changed is the size. The actual cages are exactly the same. I see no need for you to examine it further. So what are your actual intentions?
Oh my cheese! I actually wanted to see the cage, you know, to calculate how many monsters could fit into it. And, smoked cheese cookie, I wanted to check whether your ambitions had grown, just like this cage of yours.
To think you have such suspicions about me. Are you sure the height of a new office hasn't gone to your head?
How amusing. I guess you could see it that way. How could I remain the same after hearing Golden Cheese Cookie's decision? The only one who remains unchanged is her. If we just lock ourselves up inside this place and refuse to act, the Golden Cheese Kingdom will end up collapsing in the most dull way ever. And our ambitious and divine ruler completely refuses to recognize this fact.
I could not agree more. She refuses to listen when we inform her of such dangers. I admit, I was unaware the situation troubled you, Mozzarella Cookie. You showed no signs.
I knew that voicing my thoughts would never change anything, you see. But I realized something when those cookies arrived with such shocking news. If this kingdom ever has to change, it must be now.
Then, what do you think we need to do to help make that happen?
We must work from beyond the kingdom. As for how we'll do this, I have no clue. Just keep this in mind for now. The fact that I brought this up with just the two of us here means that I currently find you, Smoked Cheese Cookie, much more interesting than our ever-radiant queen.
Oh, I see. Of course. You became a denizen of this kingdom purely for fun's sake, so I can't say I'm surprised. Well then, if you promise to keep these thoughts from Golden Cheese Cookie, I'll show you something very interesting.
Wow. Then I'll look forward to it.
This was awesome!
On one hand, I feel ready. And yet, a part of me is still unsure. Oh well. A sliver of doubt is needed to change the course of history. Marzipan Cookie. Start logging the monsters that enter the cage, including their type, initial sighting location, and error category. Submit the reports directly to me. We will also need surveillance on Gingerbrave and his friends, as well as Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Understood, Mozzarella Cookie.
You must also gather the other marzipan cookies. I will inform you of a new contingency protocol for an emergency situation. The targets of this mission are Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Onward! Here I come!
For some dig.
Lightning strike!
No point in hiding.
Onward! Here I come! Lightning strike!
For some digging.
Wow! Streets are sparkling! It's almost too dazzling!
How interesting. Some of the locals don't really look like cookies, and they're not cheesebirds either.
That is because I constructed this kingdom so that everyone could transform and present in the way they prefer. So my loyal subjects can express their individuality, even if they are different from that of regular cookies and cheeseburgers. Oh, the praise that rained upon me on the day announced that I would grant them this gift.
Aha! So then your giant boar wasn't your actual dough.
Ahem. This transformation is supposed to represent the magnitude of my splendor.
Crime reported. Crime reported. The suspect, Crow. Suspect captured.
What? My crow would never... Wait. So pretty that I couldn't just admire it from afar. What's that supposed to mean? Did I train you to behave like this? I'm so ashamed of you.
Sure. I was wondering where my golden anklet had gone, but I see it's right here.
Please, accept my deepest apology. I should have trained my crows better.
Chirp, chirp. What a fascinatingly greedy little fellow. But like they say, the greedier the bird, the wider it'll spread its wings. I shall give you this golden anklet as a present. Now use that greed for something good. Chirp, chirp.
Oh, thank you for understanding.
High Priest Cheesenberg, your generosity shouldn't leave you with a loss. I would graciously gift you a new golden anklet. Which one would be to your liking?
Oh my! To think we're witnessing the historic gold creation firsthand. Somebody pinch me. I mean, am I dreaming?
Oh, my cheese. I couldn't refuse such a generous offer. Then I will choose another round anklet. Thanks to you, I have received a new anklet in exchange for an old one. If you care to visit the House of Prayer later, I shall give you a warm welcome. Chirp, chirp.
Settlement complete. Case closed.
One of Black Raisin Cookie's crows just stole that golden anklet. Yet that high priest reacts by gifting the anklet and praising the crow?
Good jelly, I thought he was about to get angry when he called it a greedy little fellow.
Actually, greedy has been used as a compliment since the olden days here in the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
What? Why's that?
Because I was greedy, of course. I obtained the soul gem with the power of my almighty greed. And with this greed, I established my kingdom and helped it prosper. So what could be a better compliment than greedy here in the Golden Cheese Kingdom?
I thought you only cared about yourself. But I suppose we've more in common than I realized.
And what is your point, exactly?
I meant to say that we care for the cookies around us in a similar way, as I've been protecting my village as well. Even if my dough was crumbling, I'd just wrap it up and continue fighting, using all my strength to protect the village.
Black Raisin Cookie.
I thought it was selfish for a strong cookie like you to refuse to join the war, just to make sure you didn't lose what's precious to you. But now that I see the care for your followers when they lose something as small as a golden anklet, I realize I was wrong. You simply want to protect the cookies dear to you, and it scares you to think you might not be able to do so.
You're as bold as your thieving crows to compare the Golden Sovereign to a village leader. And yet, I quite like what you said.
This was awesome!
Onward! No point in hiding.
Time for some digging.
Lightning strike!
Onward!
Lightning strike! A calculated victory.
Watch out! Something's approaching.
Oh, my records! Oh, may her radiance shine upon the cheesebirds!
May your golden knowledge remain safe and secure.
I got it!
Yes, your queen has graciously answered your pleas. But what is this strange folder you're holding?
Wait, are those research notes? You should never leave such important data in such unreliable folders.
It used to be just a regular folder, useful for sorting my notes. Sure. But then a sneaky beetle flew into my filing cabinet and started eating away at the papers. Then my cabinet went poof, disappeared, thin air, and my precious folder started flying out. Sure.
A beetle made its way into your filing drawer, you say?
Beetles? Ah, I've got plenty of those. We could easily solve that for you.
But the problem is, there's more than just one folder.
Onward!
Here I come! Time for some digging.
Lightning strike!
No point in hiding. Onward!
Here I come!
Lightning strike!
For some digging.
Yes! What a sneaky beetle! Get out of there! Come on!
Here are your folders. I decree that you store your notes in a safer place from now on.
Ah! Thank you, sure. I swear to do so, Your Majesty.
Monster! Obey your new master.
Smoked cheese cookie. Just on time. These pesky little things are causing more errors.
Worry not, your radiance. I have taken control of them with my smoke, so they will no longer be a nuisance to you.
Well, well, well. We were the ones who stopped the errors, and yet Smoked Cheese Cookie is taking all the credit.
Surely these errors are no longer threatening our golden city.
Of course not, your majesty. Not only have the errors affected a few items, no cookies have been hurt.
Lock these creatures up well, and keep an eye on them, just to be sure.
But what's with the smoky smell?
I just used my smoke on the monsters. Surely that is what you are smelling.
Oh, is that so? I'm sure I sensed that smell since earlier when we first got here. Or am I wrong?
Your Radiance, I will move the captured monsters to cages and return swiftly.
Smoked cheese cookie, have you succeeded in capturing more monsters?
Indeed. They are appearing here and there, but my monster legion has proven to be quite useful for capturing them.
It's your responsibility to keep the monsters in check. Make sure no harm comes to the kingdom whatsoever. Understood?
Yes. I solemnly promise to fulfill my duties.
Very well. Let us enter High Priest Cheesenbird's House of Prayer.
Good job, crows.
Onward!
Here I come! Time for some digging.
No point in hiding.
Lightning strike! Here I come!
Time for some digging.
Onward! Here I come! Lightning strike!
What can I say? They're history.
Ah, help! These magic wings are purely decorative!
Move aside, jerk. Make more room on the perch.
Wow. The House of Prayer is described in books as tranquil, but in reality, it's quite different. This is proof that you have to see things for yourself.
No, this is out of the norm. What's happening now?
Everyone, keep your feet off the floor. High Priest Cheesenbird, are you unscathed?
Chirp, I am unscathed indeed. It's been long since I have sat on a perch, so my claws are just a bit numb.
Everyone should make moves to evacuate. Capturing all the monsters might take some time!
Very well. Cheesebirds, it's time for you to fly out of here. And in an orderly manner. Chirp.
And here I thought I would have time to relax in the presence of the High Priest.
Everyone, start flapping those wings! But be careful not to bump into each other, jerk!
Burnt cheese cookie! What in cheese's name is happening?
Your Majesty, my apologies. The House of Prayer is filled with mysterious monsters causing strange flashes of light. Their painful stinging, akin to electric shocks, grows stronger the more you approach. I and my shackles are unable to enter.
Electric shocks?
Everyone, look at the floor! The light is flashing again!
Is this an error, Chirp?
How dare they! Ruin what's mine! Burnt cheese cookie! Capture these monsters that dare disturb my mighty kingdom!
Yes, Your Majesty. Jackals, now, attack!
All right, we'll help too. Onward!
No point in hiding.
Lightning strike!
Onward!
Here I come! Lightning strike!
No point in hiding.
Brave victory! Onward!
Here I come!
No point in hiding.
Lightning strike!
Onward!
Here I come! Time for some digging! Lightning strike!
What's this? More strange monsters? I shall lock these monsters in the cage and keep a watchful eye on them.
Now that I think of it, there was a strange smell of smoke in the House of Prayer as well. Smoked cheese cookie. Were you inside by any chance?
Ah, with all the disconcerting news from the outside, I was in need of High Priest Cheesenbert's comforting words.
These creatures seem very dangerous. It would be wise to send them beyond the borders of our kingdom.
Rest assured, we're perfectly safe now that I've controlled them with my smoke. Besides, they will be locked securely in their cages.
As the gatekeeper of the kingdom, I see no reason as to why we should keep something so dangerous within our walls.
Perhaps you are implying that I am amassing these dangerous beings in here on purpose. Burnt cheese cookie.
Good, Jelly, stop fighting, you two. You helped each other capture the monsters, so what is there to fight about?
Words of gold. Such impudence to raise your voices in front of your queen. Why waste time fighting when you should be focusing on protecting the Golden City? This is our first and foremost priority. Do you understand?
Yes. Your orders shall be obeyed, Your Radiance.
And smoked cheese cookie. I shall give you some more time to follow your greed and fill your cages to the brims with monsters. However, once the kingdom is secured, I shall empty those cages of all monsters myself. Is that clear?
Thank you for trusting me so graciously, Your Majesty.
Oh, all this hard work for my kingdom has made me peckish. There is a fine cheese restaurant close by. Let us go there.
See how powerful magic can be?
Burnt Cheese Cookie has been blindly loyal to Golden Cheese Cookie for ages. He's so observant it could get me in trouble. And yet, he has no actual proof against me. All he'll find is a faint scent of smoke, nothing more. If I had known these errors could be so useful, I would have captured some monsters and experimented on them ages ago. The glitches you carry are truly marvelous and brilliant. With you at my disposal, my plans are close to fruition. But there is still room for failure. Wait for me here. Just one more error like yours, and then I'll let you all loose.